whilst I'm known as and have specialised in interior design, I've also studied the Diploma of Horticulture Landscape Design. I'm now drawing on all of that knowledge to help me create the landscape plans and help me transform the outside of our renovation project. To help me create that Palm Springs look and feel that I'm after, I knew that I was always going to add structure and texture to the front facade of our home. To do this, I've gone to Brickworks because they have a great range of masonry and breeze block products to help me achieve the look I'm after. These masonry products can be laid in a brick bond. That's like a standard brick wall. In fact, the brickie and the builder both want me to do this. I know that that makes it structurally stronger and it's going to be quicker to build, but it's not the look I'm after. Whilst driving around in Palm Springs, I saw stack bond walls on almost every property, and it's a look that I want on this house. It creates that beautiful visual element of line. It actually adds such visual interest to the facade. I know that this is going to add time and budget, but it's the look that I'm after, and I'm gonna have it.
So the concept is we've got the garage off to the front and then the house set in like this. We've got our new entry foyer that we're adding on here and the stone wall is there.
A new masonry wall will run along the front of our house. This is going to be 1200 high, being the height that we're permitted to go as this is our front fence. It's going to return to the garage on the right-hand side and to the house on the left-hand side in line with that new stone feature wall. It's going to include some articulation, 3 stepped out parts which will allow for some feature planting.
Is this just an aesthetic?
So this is aesthetic, so I can put some garden in here to make that a feature, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be feature planting.
Also, it's going to make it stronger.
Yeah, it makes it strong.
The masonry blocks will be laid one on top of each other vertically to create that stack bond look. And on top, I'm placing a row of breeze blocks. This adds a decorative textural element and helps complete the look. Another component of my design is including lower raised garden beds in key locations. These allow me to play with height to help frame the space and also to create visual interest. And particularly the one placed against the front wall of the house, well, that allows me to play with the scale of the front facade. I dealt with that strange front facade by fixing the gable end on the top, and now raising a garden bed fills in the empty void under the front 2 windows. It's helping soften the look and making it sit well within its streetscape. On the ground, I need some practical flooring. I've got 2 driveways and paths around the house. To achieve the look I'm after, I'm actually going to use concrete pavers in a grid pattern. I'm running these down the driveways in front of the house and throughout our new courtyard. This grid pattern is representing the same effects that I put on the rest of the house, the power of line. It creates visual interest and the geometry also elevates the look and feel of our facade.
What about the swimming pool?
Well, we wanted to have a pool, but do you know what? As far as the budget goes, I'd rather spend money on all of these key items here that are going to add great value. I can add a pool later. At the moment, we've got a beach that's 7 minutes walk away to have a swim. So whilst
Due to my articulated front fence design and the stack bond lay profile, I need larger and deeper footings for our front fence. Another local find are the team from Stewart's Concreters. They're actually starting to excavate the footings. Fortunately for us, all of Umina is on sand, so this is actually quite a quick and cost-effective process. I've made sure that Sandro realises that this is really positive for our budget. I'm hoping that the saving on digging the footings is going to offset the extra concrete we're going to need because of the size of those footings. I'm hoping that it's going to even out. Shannon and his team have created steel box frames. These have been designed based upon our structural engineer's report. These actually have plastic feet at the bottom, so once lowered into place, those feet are keeping the steel off the ground. Once the concrete is poured in, it means that we've got an even layer of concrete all the way around all of that steel, protecting it from rusting. The footings are so solid, this front fence of ours is going nowhere. An important end to most days is a quick swim at the beach. Fortunately for us, it's only a few minutes walk away. It's amazing how a quick dip can refresh and revitalize you. This is important because this renovation process is definitely a big undertaking. But our coastal location means that we do get strange weather out of the blue. The rain has returned, but fortunately there's plenty to do inside. Another local supplier of affordable wardrobes have arrived to install some much needed storage. They've already been on site, checked, measured, and we agreed upon the design. So now it's time for them to install. The original house actually didn't have any storage, so including this as part of our renovation is definitely a value-adding feature. We opted for large sliding mirror doors, and this was an important decision. Being sliding doors, they don't impinge into the room in any way, meaning they're not going to affect how I furnish the space. Being tall, it allows us to capitalize on the height of our rooms and also access all of the storage options. Being mirror, they bounce light around. They also make the rooms appear larger, which is a great value-adding feature. For the frame color, I selected matte black. This was really a no-brainer. It adds balance to the room because the windows are also matte black. I've got black light fittings, black light switches, even black ceiling fans. Those black details all work together to create a cohesive look. The installation of our stunning brushed brass showers and taps from Parisi have instantly elevated the look of our bathrooms. The geometric designs are like jewellery pieces, and that brushed brass finish is so elegant. For our showers, I selected a perimeter framed shower screen. This means that the frame is on the sides, the bottom and the top, but there's no frame around the doors, allowing it to still look light and fresh and not dominate the space. And I actually like the look of the black line. That black frame echoes the colour of the windows in a similar way to the choice of the wardrobes in the bedrooms picking up the window frames. And matte black was the perfect colour because I've already got black chips on the floor in the terrazzo tiles. It complements but doesn't dominate or conflict with our beautiful brushed brass tapware. Our shower screens are practical, affordable and good looking. And how many people can say that they want to show off their toilet roll holder? Our new toilet roll holder is so unique and it looks so good. I can't wait to show it off. Our busy terrazzo floor tiles are contrasted by the vertical stacked white walls. Our beautiful new vanity with that timber channel profile adds texture. Now that we've added those accessories, the tapware, that brushed brass, it's all coming together to create my take on that Palm Springs style. I knew when I was designing our floor space that it was a bit tight, but I still wanted to include a bath because I think it's a great value-adding and practical feature in any family home. There are many options when it comes to freestanding baths. I like a nice simple design, a simple pill shape. I've gone for one that has thin edges and tapered sides. This means that I can see the floor on either sides. It doesn't look like it is choking or dominates the space. It's easy to clean around and it sits beautifully in its location. Whilst our timber floors, tiling and painting are almost complete, our Sparky Josh can return to install our brand new clips or fittings, light switches and power points. I'm so glad that Sandra agreed with me on having matte black power points and light switches. I think it elevates the space. I often explain to my clients it's like eyeliner in a beauty spot. It just adds some contrast and it works perfectly with our U- Springs palette. Our new exhaust fans are simple and provide a practical addition. Our new bathrooms are almost complete and ready to christen. Whilst our renovation is definitely cracking on at a fast pace, it's time for me to continue selecting our furniture and decor items. I'm off to Cave Home. Now they've got a great website, but being touchy-feely, I've decided to go in store. I can see some items already in their showroom that really catch my eye. But I've got to say, going upstairs, their outdoor range really got me excited. The two outdoor spaces in our home are very important, one to relax and one for dining, and I can see some great statement pieces that I know Sandra is going to love. When it comes to outdoor furniture, it's not just about beauty. It has to be outdoors. It has to be able to deal with all the things that Mother Nature throws at it, sunshine and rain. For our house, we want furniture that we can leave outside all the time. We just want furniture we don't have to worry about. And here I can see all of the pieces I'm looking at will allow me to do just that. The concrete truck has arrived on site, and looking to the sky, we see dark clouds once again. Fortunately, the dark clouds aren't so scary this time, because the concrete actually cures better on an overcast, even slightly rainy day than it does on a hot day. Steel rods have been installed into the footings of our front fence. This is required due to my stack bond design. Now, a brick bond wall actually holds together with the structural strength of its design, but a stack bond wall could move over time. The steel is going up through the centre of our masonry blocks. Once the wall is built, it's going to be core filled with concrete. Our new front fence is so structurally sound, there'll be no movements or cracks. The rain has finally cleared and the glistening coastline has been washed and cleaned. The outside of our home has also been washed and cleaned, several times in fact. It's now started to dry out and Christian has returned to install the mortar between all of those beautiful pieces of stone and complete the look. Working from the roof down, it's wonderful to see the colours in that stone wall and how well it complements the blue gum roof. I've got to say the colour combination is perfect, even if I say so myself. This wall looks amazing. It's actually the anchor of this new home. It's the separation between a new addition and the original home, and it's going to create the perfect backdrop as our new front fences and landscaping start to be realised. But as the mortar goes into place and that feature wall is almost complete, Sandro has surprised me by making sure that one beautiful piece of stone had been kept aside, a chance for us to put our names on it, the names of our children, Alexander and Francesca, even a love heart, because we have definitely put a lot of ourselves, a lot of love into this renovation project. From a sample this big by about this big, the stone looked great in the showroom, but I can't wait to show Jess how it looks now that our brand new stone wall has been realised. It's definitely one of the standout elements of this home's transformation. So much has happened on this renovation project. It's exciting to see my Palm Springs inspired renovation come to life. But there is still big pieces of the puzzle about to slide into place. In the next episode of James Bought a House, inside, our brand new kitchen arrives. And on the outside, those masonry walls and breeze blocks start to come to life. It's so exciting, I can't wait to share it with you.